What's happening? It's your boy Leroy. Before we continue, listen to this. The things I've showed you in the previous video are key for your understanding and implementation of the following 3 aspects. Advanced communication does not always work with randoms, and sometimes it just doesn't work at all. But if it does, you will have a big advantage opposed to having nothing said at all. A 6 stack realizes communication pretty quickly, but the following 3 points are things which you've never heard of, things you kinda do but not really, and of course, when you know your communication but want to improve it. I want to show you what the pros do and how they do it. And now I don't want to bore you more, so let's get right to it. Here we go. First of all, planning. Having a plan before the game even starts can be a great advantage. It doesn't have to be a great one, but at least something to hold on to. Depending on the map and which heroes your team play best, you can start exposing your plan and await their reaction. I usually check out their profile and see what they're maining, which makes it easier to forge a plan. I once had a guy in my team which came up with a pretty good plan. Check it out.
Alright guys, we should do an aggressive dive comp. So I'm going Winston. Leroy, you should go Genji. And then if you could have Sen for the Discord orb and Lucio for the speed, that'd be perfect. Alright, let's try and get control up on the left side, top here. Left top. Just see if we can get an overview and dive the healers.
He proposed that we should dive them, try to move to the top left side and focus the healers. In addition to that, he made some hero suggestions in order for his plan to work. And of course, there may be some trolls in your games which are never really easy to handle. But that doesn't mean you lose the game, but it makes things very difficult, I agree to that. And how to solve this riddle will remain a mystery for all eternity. Now, if you don't have a plan, just ask your teammates if they have one. What's the plan? Best case scenario, someone has one. And worst case scenario, of course, you won't have a plan. But hey, you've tried and there's always credit for trying. I guarantee that. The second point, callouts. Callouts are facts that are important for your team to know. Callouts should only answer who, where and what, and that should be said as short as possible. For example, Reap reported behind us or Mercy slow behind the wall. All information is given and all questions answered, without filling the chat with unnecessary gibberish. And also, like I just mentioned, it's important not to say too much nor stupid things, like here.
Kill the Pharaoh guys, kill the Pharaoh.
Where is
She's,
Pharaoh? Where is it?
She's in the sky.
Behind them, yeah, no shit, Sky, where?
Or something like, Lucio is jumping around the point, I hit him once but I can't kill him because I'm dead. Although all questions are answered, Lucio, on point, hit him once, the rest is just unnecessary. And every teammate should do callouts because anyone could have a Genji or Tracer on their behind. Last but not least, Shotcalling. That's someone who tells the team what to do, who to focus, what ult combos to use, or if the team needs a composition switch. Ultimately, this person decides what the team does during the entire game to win it with spontaneous and sharp thinking. The faster you and your team can react to something, the more often you will have the upper hand. If you know their Genji usually deflects after his dash, use that. If always the Reinhardt gets boosted and only him, use that. Communicate that with your team and prepare for that beforehand. Think before you act, but do it quickly. In solo queue or duo queue or whatever, you could choose a shot caller or just do it yourself if you feel up to the task. If you just told them your plan beforehand, you'll gain their trust and can automatically be the shot caller of this game. Regroup, use sound barrier, flank top right, nano visor incoming, etc. That are all things that a shot caller says. And a good solo queue shot caller could sound something like this.
Focus set, Rodok. Good job, good job. Now we got the soldier. Alright, we need to get the main. Good job, we got the main. There we go, guys.
Alright, this was just a short outtake and quick play, but he did his best to focus the target and told us which ults to use, etc, etc. Important to know as a shot caller is that the hero or role you play actually matters in the course of Overwatch. Heal supports tend to have their team inside and can call a push or a retreat, whereas flanking heroes see the enemy team better than supports and can ask for an engage or retreat as well. Tanks like Orisa and Reinhardt don't have that overview of everything, which makes them less better shot calling heroes than others. It says that supports usually are the best shot call roles, but also here anything goes. Just try it, it's a lot of fun. Alright boys, we are near the end, but let's recap everything really quickly. Communication is essential in this team game Overwatch. Avoid contact with people who are toxic and mute them. Go into the voice chat with a good mood and ask your team to join. Plan your strategies beforehand. Do short callouts and choose a shot caller for this game. That was it for this tutorial. Next time we'll look at team composition and what the meta is and what a meta is and all about the meta and whatnot. With that said, me and Genji Ranger are out.